Guys, this is Grace and welcome to digging through my stash A through Z video. This is the second one for July and we are on letter N, and I will be working on numbers. As you can see, I have a stack of thickers there on the left side of the screen, and I am going to use numbers. Now this is going to be, the design of this will be very similar to my very first one, sorry, the alphabets, and I'm using a circle as well, but instead of putting my numbers in the circle, I'm actually going to just have that outside of the circle as an arch to create a border with my photos. That's the plan anyways. It might change, but I think it's going to stay that way. It's been a while since I created this video, but I think it's going to stay that way. So before I even add any numbers, I wanted to create my border because I am using some white cardstock, and that's in my mind, okay, it just feels a little too plain, and I needed my eye just draws inside the border if I have something around the page. So I'm going to use this is, I would say, my favorite washi. I've used this many times, but it's from Doodlebug and it's just scallop. Now, I did lightly, as light as I can, create a stencil or the lines for my circle. I'm using just my biggest Creative Memory circle cutter, and I put that on the bottom right of the page instead of smack dab in the middle of the layout, and I am erasing the lines of where the washi will cover it, because we all know that washi is just very thin, and so it's not going to cover all of it. And so I am going to I erase that just so that I don't have to worry about it. Now in my mind, I'm going to put the numbers on top of the curved lines, and then I will erase that. So sometimes that works for me, sometimes it doesn't, but this time I think it will work. So as you can see, I am pulling just a bunch of thickers here, and I'm mostly pulling the sheet that has the numbers there. These are, I don't have a lot of thickers anymore. I kind of purged a good amount of them, and it's not going to be quite the rainbow color, but I am pulling some of the cooler colors like the greens and the blues, and then I will have some the warmer colors, which are mostly reds and pinks. I don't have any oranges or yellows there. Although I'm going to tell you right now that I thought I had plenty of the numbers that I wanted for this particular arch, but I ended up having to use or pull out other number fives from other thicker sheets and also other sticker sheets that are not necessarily American crafts. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm pulling all the number fives because these pictures or this layout is featuring pictures from a birthday dinner that we did for my youngest when he turned 5, which was in, I believe, 2019. And so this is where it's all filled. As you can see, I had wanted just a colorful numbers, but I ended up pulling some blacks as well, just so that I can fill the whole entire arch that I have created there. And I really enjoyed making this layout. It's been a while since I've had that feeling of enjoying the process. I'm going to tell you right now that summer has been kicking my butt. It's been quite busy for me, and there has been weeks where, there was a time where I wasn't scrapbooking for 3 whole weeks. So it was a really interesting thing, because I don't think I've scrapbooked. I haven't. I don't think that it's been that long of a gap since I've created anything. So it was really a change for me, but doing this layout really invigorated my creativity. I really enjoyed making this layout. And I think part of that enjoyment was because that the idea that I had in my head came through at the end. So that's always a plus, right? I mean, you guys all understand what I'm talking about because you are all creative people. So anyways, I did mat my photos because I felt like it needed to stand out a little bit more. And plus I have some cardstock, in my stash, so why not? At first I was thinking I'm going to do it this way, like have them kind of create a box inside, so to speak. But then I also wanted to add some of these tags. I have a bag that I put like themed products, loose themed products. And so I have a container that has just all birthday type of products. And this particular die cut set, I believe this is from We Are Memory Keepers. I might be wrong. No, I think it is. Anyways, it was in there, and so I just pulled out some of the items that I thought fit well with this particular layout. Now, it's going to look like this for right now, but again, like I said, I wanted to incorporate some of those tags in there, and I wanted them to kind of come out of the photos, and I don't have enough room for them if I were to do this kind of design. So I'm going to kind of switch it up a little bit, but that's for later. Now I am going to settle with Celebrate as my title. And I really love how that how that green stands out, and it just, yeah, it just stands out against all of the reds and even the pink on the border. So this is where I'm going to start kind of putting things together, laying them where I think they will work well. The problem with this that I'm finding as I'm moving these things around is that there's not enough space for them. And if I were to put them over the photos, I'm covering some of the things that are important in the picture. So like I said, it was like a dinner celebration for my son, and he picked Freddy's, and it's just a hamburger place. I think it's like, one of those kind of corporate type of hamburger place. It's not a mom and pop shop. But anyways, they have some really yummy custards, so we like them. Now, I moved things around, like I said, and I like this version better because then I could have that bottom happy birthday tag and actually have the word happy birthday show, because when I had them kind of a boxy, the photos were boxy, there was no room for it to show. I was just kind of like, you're just seeing the circle part or the tag part of that piece of paper. So now that's all good. And I like this style or this design better. And then I needed a spot for my journaling. So I found that block of paper, and that's gonna hold my journaling. As you can see, it has a flower on the left side, but I am not that's not a big deal for me because I am covering that up with photos. And I like this design better because then the one vertical photo of my son with the balloons, it comes out, and it's just I feel like that's a good place for that photo to stay. And then I'm adding some twine because I do have some tags, and I felt like the twine finishes it off better. And then because I have those banners over there on the top left, I figured I'd tie the ends of it together as well with some of that twine, just to kind of create a visual triangle with this layout. So my friends, if you are new to my channel or this is the first video that you've seen of this series, I am trying to dig through my scrapbook stash this year, kind of using up the items that I have. And to add a little bit more of a challenge for me, I am doing it the alphabet style, A through Z. And so we are down to letter N, and I am using some numbers. Now, if you like these videos, if this kind of inspires you, I highly encourage you to join along. If you do, make sure to tag me like on IG, or send me a direct message. You can also use the hashtag digging through my stash A through Z if you are so inclined. But I know I'm not the only one that has a few supplies in our stash that haven't seen the light of day. So, or we just don't use them as often as we should. So, if you are so inclined, I highly recommend that you try it because I have been enjoying it. Sometimes it's a challenge to kind of figure out what I will do with that particular letter, but for the most part, I have truly enjoyed making this and just kind of, going out of my comfort zone. And that is it, my friends. If you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.